Definitely alright.
Okay. So, okay. So, business. Which business do you apply for?
Uh, King's Bookmaker and Gambling.
We'll see that. Thank you. Okay. So let's start then, I guess. Before we do continue, how much will you be paying if you do succeed?
How do you mean? You mean the business license fee?
Yes, the fees. Yes.
Well, it's $100, is it not, to immediately register your business, and then it's a $20 monthly fee after that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I would be paying.
Will you be paying the 2 months in advance, or will you only pay you will pay when the month comes around, sort of thing?
I will be paying when the month comes around, if that's acceptable.
Yes. So you know how it works is the business license fee will cover this month, but before the next month, you will need to just before the first day of the next month, you will need to pay, or your license will be suspended. And if it's suspended for 14 days, you'll have 14 days to pay. After 14 days, if you don't pay, you'll get revoked. Understood?
I do. I can pay for the 2 months then. Um, I will just pay for the 2 months, and pay the $120.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. Let's proceed. Tell me a bit about yourself, Mr. King.
Well, my background uh, is from the south. I worked with my father primarily in accountancy and bookkeeping. Um, However, I did get involved in a few, well, that I wasn't aware of. My father was involved in a few minor issues with some wrong people, which may or may not involve some guns pointed and a loss of money in the business. Um, so, in an event to start fresh and not tarnish my name, I've obviously moved state. Um, but obviously, I'm no spring chicken, and I don't want to go down the road of hunting or gunslinging, as I'm not the man I used to be. So I'm hoping to, bring a little bit of enjoyment and fun back to people's lives, and that's all.
Okay then. And what about your business? What motivated you to apply?
Well, I could see that there was a gap in the market, and when I was asking some of the locals when I arrived, what is the common gambling around here? I heard tales of past that there were blackjack dens and the like and blackjack events, um, but the most common game was Devil's Dice or some other forms, but nothing is either complex or as simplistic as mine. Now, I understand that my business is obviously for profit and the odds are in my favor, but I mean, it is a gambling business and it is for profit, but at the same time, it is purely for entertainment. Um, and that's the main reason for the business. I hope to probably run an event out of Saint Denis uh, once a week or every 2 weeks, and incorporate in blackjack and my dice games so that we can hope and bring people together on a more regular basis.
Okay. How would you, if someone asked you, came up to you and asked you, okay, what is your business about? How'd you explain it?
Well, at the minute, most people, if they can't remember my name or they've at least met me once, they say, "Oh, you're the gambling man." Um, but if I was to explain my business, I
Honey,
would
I'm off to bed.
very quickly say
Oh,
that
see you, man. It was
I
good seeing
take
you.
bets
Take care. Have a good night, Fletcher.
or make
Yeah.
bets on whatever people like, and I do dice games. That's a very succinct way of explaining what I do.
Okay. Do you have any formal education? Any?
Yes, well, formal education, I was able to study under my father, who was a bookmaker and accountant, and I was able to study at one of the large libraries in my free time so I can read and write, and I'm able to uh, count proficiently, so. Um, as for going to university, I did not have the ability to do that as I was working most of the time. Um, but I'm educated, I would say so.
Okay. That is okay. Do you have any plans of expansion?
So there is one thing I that's been on my mind because my business and it's a weird expansion, and I don't know how the people will take it, but I can always ask. Because my business is purely based on risk reward and obviously gambling, um, I was thinking about insurance, as in, um, especially for the deputies or other businesses. I understand that gangs can take hostages for ranch hands or burn down saloons, or um, if you get shot in the line of duty, or if you, for example, Texas Harrington's current civil case involves somebody's horse that randomly got shot in a freak accident. Now, if that person had insurance, say $2 a week, and that happened, I would therefore be liable to purchase the horse for them. Plus, they would still be able to get the money from the sheriff's department if they succeed. But that's just a tiny thought, and it would be very difficult, I believe, to implement. But that's an expansion in my mind on how to get it to work.
I believe an insurance business would need a different license, or you would need to somehow figure out how it would stay under the sort of gambling theme you have right now.
Oh yes, indeed, sir. I would certainly, because it's bookmaking, and obviously it's about risk to reward ratio. But yeah, I can see it being a different uh, license in the long term. Um, uh, Once I have an actual established idea, and or if I have a few clients at least, then I would certainly probably apply for a separate license.
Now, no. What else? I see you have no employees listed.
Yes, at the moment it is just me.
Okay, then do you have any intentions of hiring any employees?
So I have been contacted by a few people, and I have contacted others more as a partnership than to actually hire, so that I can attend events, but I would still be the primary person that would be working the event. I do have the intention to hire employees. Like if I was to host an event, then yes, I would probably um, hire some people to run the dice games for me. Like if I was to run one every 2 weeks in Saint Denis, then yes, I would update the information and see what's what. Yes. I would say I would probably have either between 2 to 4 people on my staff, either two dice dealers and uh, one or two security would probably
I'd
be.
like to remind you that security, if they're licensed under a different business, you do not need to list them. So if
Right.
there's like a security business they already licensed to, you don't need to list them under your business because they're already like doing it under someone
Right.
else's
Okay.
license.
Well, I would still say between 2 to 4 dealers under my name would probably cover um, enough people to gamble if they were coming specifically to spend some money.
Okay. No. Do you have any questions, by chance?
Well, I mean, Mr. Carnegie, you've been around in the state for a long time. Do you know if the previous gambling in Saint Denis or blackjack rooms, or if if this business could be a success if it was set up correctly?
Uh, Everything can be done. Don't know. I couldn't necessarily say. The I don't know what you're looking for. They used to really do it more of as a, I guess, gather everyone around, not really for profit necessarily.
But you certainly have made a lot of money doing it.
Oh, me? I gamble as private individual.
Oh yes,
And I
I
don't,
understand.
and I don't really make money off of gambling. I'd say I earn and lose about the same. It evens out eventually. Games I play don't have, I don't have the odds stacked in my favor. You see.
Yes, I understand.
Devil's dice is sort of especially when you're playing against multiple people, odds of you winning go down drastically.
Yes, definitely. Um,
But no, the other businesses were quite known beforehand, and they were quite attended whenever they had something.
yes, if I could arrange, probably on the.
They used to do it up in. Sometimes they used to do it in Bastille. Sometimes they used to do it in the gambling room up above the gunsmith in Saint Denis.
Yeah, I heard that from a fellow gentleman. I believe his name was Magpie. He said
Uh huh.
that the poker room above the gunsmith is a very popular location that people used to attend. Um,
Not popular anymore. Used to be, yes.
yes, but it would be like resurrecting days of old. So,
Yes.
um, I believe
But
that
then you
might be the
would
place to
the
start.
only problem with that would be you would always be compared to those days of old.
Well, I suppose true, but it's not like there's anything currently running, is now, is there?
Understandable, yeah.
But yeah, maybe I should look in to hiring some people and maybe running an event.
Also, people usually like there to be a bank not too far from wherever they're gambling, so keep that in mind.
Is there one close to the gunsmith?
Not too far, but some people because the gunsmith, you see, you need to go up a flight of stairs and then go down and go all the way to the bank.
Or is the Bastille a lot closer?
Oh, a lot closer, yeah.
I don't believe I've been to the Bastille.
Steal the big saloon and send me.
Right, right.
You have not been there yet.
I don't believe so.
Well, maybe you go look around, go there, and then go to the gunsmith and go up the flight of stairs, and you'll find the room,
Excellent, sir.
the very top. Yeah, that's the gambling room, and then the Bastille's just big saloon.
All right. Well, I
There's
don't.
two saloons in Saint Denis.
All right. Okay. But other than that, I don't have any other questions other than that.
Yeah. Another thing, if you ever, I don't know if you ever do decide, but if you ever decide to change the business's name,
Yes, sir.
there is a fee for that. You will need to inform us, and then we'll come collect the fee, and you can change the name. Then, yeah.
I assume
Uh,
adding employees does not count towards it.
you do not need to inform us of the adding employees now.
Oh, okay.
If you can add them and take them off as you wish. With owners, we're not too sticky with it, but it would be preferred if you inform us that you added a new owner.
Now I will be the sole representative of.
Listen, someone might offer you one day lots of money, so who knows?
That's true. Then I might take the money.
I'm just informing you just in case, and then you can, if it's evenly split, then you just add the name. But if it is not evenly split, then you add the percentages near the names.
Understood.
What else? What else? Am I missing anything? I don't believe so. No. Besides that, that'd be it. That. Yeah, I guess passed, and now the only thing is to collect your fee.